for all Salon people and them party them. Sarah Gem Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like Salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour, and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sarahgemmedia.org. Now who's tem these?
The total population of Sierra Leone in 2019 was stated approximately at 7.8 million. And the most common cancer reported in 2018 was breast cancer, with an incidence rate of 25.1% and a mortality rate of 19.2%. Ward 2 at the Connaught Hospital, Freetown, is a female surgical ward that cares for patients requiring breast surgery, chemotherapy, and palliative care. General surgery also admits to the ward as see fit. The ward is in need of a significant refurbishment and has a major impact on patient assessment and delivery of treatment, dignity, comfort, and infection control measures. The current ward area presents a significant challenge to infection control. There is no fit for purpose or adequate personal hygiene facilities. The showers and sanitary areas are in poor condition and are difficult to clean. The flooring is deteriorated. Overall deco and fabric of the walls need repair and full decoration. Furniture, cupboards, and shelving require replacement. The sluice, known to be the dirty utility room, is in poor condition and needs replacing. Windows need to be replaced as current windows bring in draughts, dust, debris, mosquitoes, and rodents. There is no designated area to provide a day service for patients receiving chemotherapy. Medical supplies is desperately needed. Therefore, we need a total amount of £15,000, which is equivalent to 195 million leones, for this project. This project will focus on women diagnosed with breast cancer and other non-malignant breast abnormalities requiring one or more of the treatment modalities that are currently available. We will also set up a day unit for the administration of chemotherapy and provide training and development to ensure sustainability. Therefore, I am pleading to all individuals, organizations, and local businesses, and every Sierra Leonean and friends of Sierra Leone to make a meaningful contribution that will never go in vain. Ways to contribute will be seen at the end of this clip. I am Aissata Sisejalo of the Health Show Partnership Program. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Mina Yvonne Akisoya, and 11th May 2021 make me 3 years where I don't day in office. I say let I come and tell Freetonians them una boku tenki for where una elect me and wanna give me this mandate for serve una. But I not just want to tell una thank you for when I elect me, I want to tell una thank you for what una don't work with me and work with the councillors, work with the staff of Freetown City Council, work with so many stakeholders, including the central government, the international partners, the local partners. I want to tell una, the Freetonians, and thank you, but I want to tell all the other groups and the boku tenki. Together, we embark on a journey for Transform Freetown, and in nobody not been say it go easy. We published the plan in January 2019, and then in January 2020, we published with first year report, and then in January 2021, we don't publish with 2-year report. Inside the reports and day, you go able for read in much more detail, waiting we don't achieve. But family them, as I just share today some of the things that really make me heart gladdy pan this walk here. One thing we're really glad about, now the wastewater treatment plant where we don't build na King Tom. This na the first time ever in the history of Salone for let we get the thing we come on the toilet. Instead of it just gonna grown na King Tom, it actually they go into a plant where they get for separate the solid from the liquid and get for treat them and waiting get for come out can go towards manure. It can now be safely the liquid can now safely be disposed into the waterways. Another practical thing we are so glad for. Now this urban farming project, we bring over 300, in fact we start with 300, now we add another 200 women them. We now at them backyard them and in community level, particularly in the private communities.
And you can create this, where you give, the okra they come up, they will plant them.
The women they do farming projects where go benefit them picking them for get more nutritious food, but it go also help them for get small thing at the hand as they sell them in the market. And then their nursery school. Famble then go no say we been not open the one at Congo Water Market for make vulnerable women them and their young picking it under the age of 5 get free quality preschool care. And now we dip and build the second one. We do refurbishment upstairs in the Croton Road Market, and that facility will be open and available to women and men traders inside Croton Road Market. Tricycles. Well, then tricycle and they not only then they help for keep we city clean, they also they create employment. We don't create so far over 1,200 jobs with young people then where they go and collect dirty na the streets. And now we get 90 more where they come on stream. So I'm so happy because it increased the capacity for collect dirty. At the same time, it increased the number of people them, young people that we get work. Let not talk and not talk about the transfer station when a day the dirty then they go. So we don't get 4 additional ones, including the one at Lumley, the one at Approved School, the one at Shell, and the one at Allentown. Bele Uman them. Then they all over the community. That journey for going to PCMH, it can challenge Boko of them. So we work for upgrade 5 of we PHUs them for make them be monk, side with side Bele Uman, they able for born. Freetown people them, Boku people that know say dog na challenge na this city. And so we don't start a program for sterilize, vaccinate the dogs them so that we go get control over dogs and we the ambog motaman, but we the ambog themselves. We go make we city healthier and it go reduce the risk for let people then get us sick with and call rabies. I don't share small about wait we don't do and over these 3 years, but I just touch the thing Boku. I go say anybody want for no more. Also go now with Facebook page. We get Freetown City Council Facebook page. We also get Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. You go able for follow we. Let we continue for work together with all we stakeholders for let collectively we transform Freetown. Una, thank you and God bless you.
Na Yvonne, yeah. Na Yvonne, talk and go.
Hello, and welcome to yet another edition of Saudi Media Live Online. Today we're here to talk about football. Not football, no more to talk about today. But I have to welcome everybody. We don't join we and say to na kushe and kabo. Well, as we all know, the reason we could do tonight. Now for can review the Salone versus Benin match. The match don't play yesterday, and fortunately, Salone qualified. Yes, we've qualified for the third time for partake in the African Nations Cup tournament, where then they host every other 2 years in Africa, the continent. This time around, we did Cameroon. But a couple of days ago, we've been there at the same platform. They talk about the competition, about how Salone don't play, what's in the advantages and disadvantages. But today, we don't come back again for review. You know, so we do the European tournament where they happen right now in different countries, them inside Europe. But at the same time, we cover most of the European games. Then the European countries, then we get enough African players the way they represent with African heritage, and also we cover England for sure. We cover almost all, or not even almost, but all the England games. Then we not say that nigga for be a bit of a challenge because sometimes can the games then get for clash with normal regular programs they all can get at the platform. So on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we might get one or two clash with them games and with the regular programs they will can always get on our platform. But like we say, if that therefore be the case, we go apologize. And we will say sorry to the viewers then we don't continue for watch the football show where we start doing this European tournament. But today, we can't talk about Salone football, how we qualify, what's make we qualify, whether we're good enough or not good enough, or we prepare enough, we not prepare enough for, but for the fact say we don't qualify is what is most important. I know say we don't use forget we normal usual panelists in this platform when I'm your man, more like the original talented and gifted player. We don't do a lot. I know say a few days ago we did compete, we did talk about the Leone star, we did condemn the player they we don't like the one they all like, we did complain. Me women also they complain about the player we don't say that the team we are only for shift them. But sometimes your opinion will change small today with the opinion we have been get last 2 weeks. But I still stand by that opinion we have been get say we have to accommodate fresh players in because that is very important. But still don't they say too much because we know they cover the Italy Switzerland game, but we they watch out with Konayai and possibly they give one or two updates if necessary. But not one of the games they will we don't prioritize so we cover. So now make we take say well okay since that game they did sometimes maybe we will go in and out of them, but we're not too sure. But the topic of discussion today now for can review the Salone qualification. We don't qualify for go the African Nations Cup next year, 2022, na Cameroon. So today, yes, family celebrate, I know that. But today we get Molai. Like introduce now to Molai, like Molai give a short introduction because we get few more other stars they hold on the game kind of the platform. Just like I will say, we bring them coming small for like we able to see the essence of what's in Salone football mean. Molai, say hello to the fans them and say kushe to them.
Hello everyone. This is Namola again. Elias T-Boy. I'm not saying I want to share this T-Boy name and everybody knows about it. And every day, not the same introduction again, we are always again. So I didn't ask you again today. And I know for the past few days, now me and T-Boy, they with Femi, we get a lot of debates. We agree to disagree, and then at the end of the day, we see waiting at the result we all look for. But today again could be a very, very interesting topic because we got few people that really get a very good football game insight. We themselves get a lot for contribute into football, especially Salone football. They know from the roots all the way to where we are today. So it will be a very, very interesting podcast, I would say.
Well, thank you very much, Malai. T-Boy, I don't know if I will call you T-Boy 2 or T-Boy 1. Which one you prefer?
T-Boy 1.
I didn't call you T-Boy 1. No, I begin to play ball before you.
No.
So now I'm in T-Boy 1. Now I'm in T-Boy 2. By the way, Italy don't score. So look, that announcement, they made a note say Italy don't score. Italy they lead 1-0. But I want for you to go this another legend. We can guess we legend them in football, but sometimes we need to give them that recognition. But it's not living legend of the Sierra Leone national team and Salon football. Because those days in his career, when they say football and football, I think that the only person we don't win something for Salon safe. The squad. And I remember saying that he been captain that squad day. But that captain that squad day been come because I argue for that. Somebody tell me, say, this might not want the captain. So I say, I think when I've been they sleep. But guess what? I they bring the man can make himself can't tell Udana in. We get forget plenty of there. But this not the way to Cameroon now don't begin start so. And I don't say Molai and Alibita, now we not the original residents. But this not the anchor residents because this war all they go with the batch now Cameroon now all they go sit down now. Me, I go turn cameraman because I'm not going to stay for sit down on the platform because I go want to make sure say I capture every movement. So definitely I go be the cameraman. So I begin shift myself small, but I need agree because I go to do the camera working at the touch line whilst I stay part of the platform anyway. Well, I introduce you now to the main man at the platform today, when our own living legend, John. I go left and so. More like you were saying something.
Yeah, something pop up. The Italy goal was disallowed.
Okay. Then enough for next week. Okay. I think they don't use the VAR.
Yes. So
they don't disallow by VAR.
Yeah, so you can carry on, sir.
Well, so at the introduction and now officially to the living legend at the platform today, John Ishmael Sama. Over to you, John Sama.
Hello, viewers. This is my brother John Sama. Well, this is my first day today in this program. We are happy for the around for share me ideas and knowledge. We have done around the football, salon football for some time now. So happy for the around.
Welcome, John. I don't say me, man. We can always give it a bad name watch. Mr. Oba of Charlton, the original poor Liverpool supporter. He didn't have the background. No say me always I can criticize the Liverpool team. I'm not say nothing but I'm just in team no more. And when he begin talk about family Liverpool team, no problem. He begin feel for say, what did you talk about the team for that? But anyway, Femi, I know say you go join me at any point in time, and we know say definitely we'll get two men back where they on the badge for joining. We'll get Ali, we can always join you late, and we'll get somebody else from Freetown we go join we as we go along. Because right now the team don't enter Freetown, then they can serious celebration. But unfortunately, we're not going for sure another picture day. But let's come now to the game itself. Salon Qualifier. What did that name mean to you, Molai?
It means a lot. It means a lot because in the football world today, we are not recognized. Then we need to accept the reality. Some people, if you ask them about Sierra Leone, say, but football, yeah, you tell them, see, in a salon, you come out. Then they ask if you want to get a football team. Because they're not a sweep at any major football competitions. And also, when you talk about the standard pro football environment, we the struggle for the players in that inside and this. So we recognition become very, very limited. So this way qualification we come to yesterday, people do not begin get the recognition back again. Say, okay, Salon they play football. Then we get for begin put the focus on Salon players then, because we are part of the AFCON for this 2021.
Right.
So even the world ranking now, they get for put in at a different level because we're not being able to play any competition. Even the clubs are not being able to participate by any African competitions. And we players them being just restricted in terms of them how for express their talents they wouldn't get. Then they go in areas that we know the recognition too limited.
Okay.
Because if you get players, then this is no disrespect. If you get players where they play in Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, certain areas in the world, they're not easy when they play any kind standard football.
Italy don't play.
Yes.
Yeah. Italy don't play again.
With this AFCON qualifying, I feel they get for turn and their attention now to football.
Okay. So basically, what you say, you're happy because this don't give you another form of recognition into salon football. We make the one everybody doubt say salon football they play.
Yeah.
Well, I agree to you at some point, but we will still get some amount of recognition anyway within that shortest period of time. We get few Sierra Leonean players and we do very well in their league and they will make references. So even though not like at the top class league, then the country they look at say, okay, we get players the way they play now the Premiership, now Spain, now Italy, or now Germany, or now France. But listen, now I go to John. John, I know say you don't live in record of saying you don't take Salon to higher heights. What does this actually mean to you as a former Leone Star captain and somebody who don't play with the team for so many years? What does it mean to you today for no say Salon don't qualify for the third time for the African Nations Cup tournament?
Very, very massive, boss. Me not sleep sir for yesterday. I don't sleep. So happy with the outcome yesterday. We don't wait for this for long. We say don't go down, don't go walk, don't push for it happen. But fortunately, they can happen. So yesterday we very, very happy. Talk to the boys, then we see how people you see now complete or waiting to happen right now. You see, we don't wait for this for long. But not wait for a long time. It happened for I would say 6-7 years back. Because we don't assemble very young, very good team. But now this time I believe it happened. We like I happen so because we always feel it's not going to happen. But we see all the drama we happen up and down with COVID and not, and still we will qualify. But me personally, just get full confidence. The boys, the team will get so right now. They qualify at any time, because we have a lot of talent around home-based players, them as well as before in boys they will get on. Because a young team we get, you see, a few old players them in the squad, and you see player like Zengeli yesterday perform with the captain. Injured, but you still see a give that amount of performance, So you don't see because football sometimes you need the experiences like it, because people like yesterday I get all kind all over the place. They complain about Kai, say for that, you understand. So we are different how they do football, because sometimes you need that kind of presence in the pitch, and happy at least to deliver yesterday, because that moment take happen. Sometimes when a young player you get a penalty, and he will finish it. You see, how because of the nerve, you see, and you see, they don't league in America. You just go, they don't go get a big player, mature player, and old player. Now we at least we go fit on, so you go rest. They train and rest, make you see able to deliver so yesterday. So when you get full confidence, you play the kind of play so. Because we don't reach certain age, we don't need too much training again. You understand? So like we know, but people they complain say because in other club, or not to say you look at. But the coach they at least see in no TV different. So believe in the players there. And I'm happy they deliver like how we happen so yesterday. And we get other players in the don't in the squad, likes of Simbo, I think they can drop Gasa himself, you see. But the team majority are young players in the squad. So
all right, we go cancel the individual player, the determination and how them potential and ability. We can never say one person we don't join me now. Now one of the, I know how I will call her, more like I want to introduce this one. This man is more than the mouthpiece of Leone Star. What I say more than, we don't spend almost 1 hour they argue now, so then they just but this Leone Star. So they ask us, me my whisper. They don't for me see something man at this Leone Star. When see the man in Taiwan, he say me, I don't care team right now, I don't talk nothing bad. I don't want for no for qualify. Over to you, Ali. I don't need to ask you what this mean to you, but I ask you still. What in this qualifying also mean to you? Alibita, I don't say you don't be in this thing for long. So give me your opinion.
You know, hello guys. Legend, John Sama.
yes, big man.
How are you, sir?
Good boss.
John Sama, one of the men that we played the last 2 Nations Cup, the 25 years, where the whole headline at the whole Africa, the world now, John Sama then they pada set the 2 decades and above. What did this mean to me? It means a lot. You know, when you been putting so much effort into something, you know, we all do this similar kind of thing now. This is out of passion, dedication, and out of love, out of what we like doing. And, you know, sometimes when you write about certain players, someone goes, that man, maybe them, but they don't get money. Some of them, but we don't know each other, safe. We don't sabi each other. I just do a in-depth research and get to know more and more of Sierra Leone players, and I was happy. And 3 of the ones that were I feel say are probably one of the first people who begin write about them. You know, they by this team will make this, you know, this latest development. This is a very, very big achievement, we all know, and I agree with Pamola. So many people will start turning pages now to check more of the names than within Sierra Leone football. So many other agents and will start looking now, who is this player? Who was that player that played left back? Who was that player that played right back? Who is that guy in midfield? You know, who is that? So they will begin to identify players one by one. Now they will begin to pay more attention, you know. As of today, we are still 114 in FIFA ranking. But I'm telling you, by the time the next ranking is going to be, you know, announced, probably I believe we'll go there around 100 or 80, between 100 and 80. So we're going to get a massive jump. And then depending on waiting the plans to go further, because I can see if we're ready, you know, get people who set up plans now and after jubilation today. By the way, I don't know if they follow, the whole country is upside down, you know, everywhere, cars everywhere, lights everywhere, fans everywhere, you know. This is just what we all been asking for, because the better we play, the bigger football is an investment. Football is investment. So this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, and I don't want to jump the gun. Say probably this will turn into a new page, depending on the program. I will believe, because now is the time. After all the celebration, the people in charge will sit down, say, where do we go now? Because now we know we get a Nations Cup coming in January. We are in June, so if you look at it now, we got probably 5, 6, 7 months to prepare properly, you know, draw a list, get players all around. I'm not sure with the COVID, this is a tournament, maybe 30 players, maybe 35, because imagine you take 25 players to the Nations Cup, they tell you, say, 6 get COVID. What are you going to do? So probably you're going to be 30 players, 35 players, you know. So it's going to be a big squad going into this Nations Cup with the present pandemic. So we got a lot across the line from now to that side. But this, for me, it means a lot. And hopefully, if everything goes well, if God willing, we're all going to be part of this, whether we play one game, whether we play 2 games, whether we play 3 games, whether we go past the group stage. I just want to be in Cameroon. I want to represent. I want to be part of Sierra Leone. I want to feel like, I give a lot. As the program is going on, we get more to talk about.
Definitely. But I want to come to John quick. John, I know for say you don't play a couple of them competitions before. What is it sound like for make you, say you go play a game where the country they all hats they on you. Now you then depend for make this game here so become successful for make you qualify. What kind of pressure you feel to say the team be under where you self be don't face at some point?
Well, then as long as you don't deal at that stage, you just get able to cope with that, But with Sierra Leone, they go now because of what you see with the dressing room, the setup of the dressing room. You certainly see the pressure of the players is just too much, and they allow the players to relax a bit safe. Now I just glad yesterday at least we were able to cope with all their stress that they, with supporters them. We get for try for change all those funny stuff then they around the team, you are yourself for cope with the stress and the level of with yourself is just too much. You are not going to say now people and they around you, this they talk, and they will allow the technical staff for able to do their job well. Everybody's ministers, they're all different people and they're around. We know really good for the team, you see. But we the team okay, so I think we use 2 home-based players them, but all the other players they don't handle difficult situation them. So may not get doubt. But the 2 young players that we come in really do well. The left back and put ourselves again, we do well, So I'm so happy with our body with some stars, you see. We look for a first big game and handle that situation yesterday. We were so perfect,
So you feel say doing on your own days and they not get any kind of pressure in the changing room, get a more relaxed atmosphere wherein are able for communicate to ourselves and they're going to have more technical discussions, more for do with the game than also we get plenty other people that really come in for talk different things into the player them.
They've been there, but not to this level, So we'll just get for against that, going forward because really good for the players them. More over them people where would go so from the part of the warrior, so we're not used to them kind of settings and so we'll just try for change things like that,
Okay. More like that to you now. I know say you get a lot of your own technical way how you look at the preparations for that kind of game there. So you self don't play, and you self we don't go closer to that level there. So you don't play for the junior side of the Leone Star. What's in the kind of pressure that una be face during changing room settings before the game? Where una know for say this now win, now do or die game them. Which kind of pressure you feel to see in the inside changing room maintain the day?
Well, from my own experience, when I listened to John, because John Young with what happened yesterday, not a different level. You understand? Not a different level. But as they say, that's something we need for address, because the game don't so advanced now that you left everything the technical staff. You understand? Because now they're responsible for the team in performance, for the players in performance on the pitch, for the team in results.
Okay.
So in that way, you see I'm say a more realistic. If anything come out good, you know whose side it come from. If anything goes bad, you know whose side it comes from. When you listen to what John they say, we get for put a stop. Because let's say now we go on the subjective side of the game. If the result been go bad yesterday, would I really say for being get the blame? not the technical staff, right? They're not going to talk, say, oh, now them ministers, oh, now this post we get this connection, that person, now you can give misinformation, you understand? Now you can create some kind of panic for let that result they happen. Fortunately, the players are so mature, they are so professional for handling the whole situation. I believe I did the gameplay, and I didn't deserve the credit.
Okay.
Them players and they for handle that situation yesterday, because waiting John they explained to, we don't know that, but with the fee we know, and with the fee we get something for Guy, we get a part for play. Now that they make sense for you to do a team talk. You see some man can begin talk to player on the side. So man can't begin talk because it feels say no. Remember last week I say Salone need people them we get the game understanding for day around. I give you example to the Italy when Italy will play. You and Ali can testify with Femi. When you look behind, we go to Mancini and back. The man they will see, oh, these people they know us, they know. You understand? Even that call, say when you call Mancini, give that information to Mancini. He embrace that information, he put them on board. And you see say there's something to happen.
So you mean you try for emphasize say even the sideline that they're waiting at the sideline for be a technically skilled people away nobody game very well. So whatever advice then it could be meaningful.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't know the game, no give an input.
Okay.
Yes.
Right,
not feel say you know the game.
Okay.
You understand? Because we all na salon, we all the fishing, we know the game. So we get something for give, we get something for say. So nobody not even listening company.
Right. All right. Well, let's come to Ali. Ali, I know say you don't cover Leone Star extensively. Inside Sierra Leone, out of Sierra Leone, and you know the culture. Where else you know the culture? You know exactly what's in the happen behind the scene, changing room, back of the technical team where everybody they see. You they compare then kind of challenges that also as somebody where gets the press at hand and you follow the tracks of all what's in the happen with Leone Star, front and back, side, on all angles. What's in your take on what thing we talk about so right now?
I just want to go back to the whole scenario John the try for say. I was busy on Twitter, on Facebook, and at the same time monitoring the website. So, and I was watching the game at the same time, like give 5 or 10 minute update. I'm not sure they showed the dressing room. Is it to any part of the game when they show the dressing room?
No, that ain't behind the scene.
That's behind the scene. So I can't really exactly, address. But if there is any issue on people in the dressing room, everybody trying to motivate somehow, because that's how people will look at it. Everybody go there, talk to this player, this is what should be done, this is what you're going to be doing, low do this, low do that, low do this. If there's anything like that, I want to believe probably is the situation around this game where it's like a must-win game. It's like a determination game. It's a game where play like you last. So it will happen like that, and probably I will not want to be too hard on anyone, but competition like Cameroon, for example, you will have to have technical team lists to CAF. So these technical team guys are the only one that will be able to go to that certain area of the dressing room. So not everybody will be able to go and just leave your stand and just walk straight to the team dressing room. So it will not happen in a continental tournament like a Nations Cup. So,
so basically the kind of preempt now say if that did not happen like yesterday game, also something go happen like the actual final itself. It
not go happen at Cameroon because
what are the possibilities say that will not happen?
You have to because there's a process. You give your team sheet, you give your technical list, And so there were going to be a security. Just like me now, for example, I left my coverage, just I want to go since player dressing room. I don't think they go allow me, So I think this a situation where, everyone was there to try to push the team their own little way to see how we can get the result. And eventually, the result we want, we get them. But in a bigger tournament, in an AFCON, things like that will not happen. Maybe it will happen after the game. Say Salon play, then win, the game done. Then maybe Sierra Leonean delegation or people around or with authorities might be able to get access to the dressing room and talk to players and celebrate with players. Because you can see it even in the European scene where dressing room can turn upside down, But again, it's limited. It's limited to certain amount of people who will be around the dressing room. So
I will make we come back to that later on. But more like I see you raise your hand up way I will be talking. You want for make reference or something or not?
Well, the reference is because when I did it for defend the situation a little bit. Sometimes, we get away with it yesterday. Yeah, and we don't get away with it so many times because even during Jordan time, we really see that a lot. Where everybody just they kind of camp, everybody want to be an input. That they cause overload.
But hold on, T-Boy. 1 second. John, I just want to ask John, is this situation happen in South Africa or in the last 2 Nations Cup where the dressing room get overcrowded?
No.
This is what I'm saying. It's in a game like this, people can get away with it. But in an international tournament where it's going to be very, very structured, how the limited amount of people for there around that particular technical area, it's not going to happen like this.
Ali, for back you statement and for also challenge your statement. So what if the other way around? You have people who have passes to go beyond the areas of concern. We not really get nothing for youth football, but they still have access to those passes. Say, for example, now the team they go to Cameroon in January, and then you get 60% of the personnel they when they play football, where they go the entourage, which is always the case anyway. Do you think that will make sense? Because if you have access as a personnel, it means you have access to certain areas of the game, i.e. behind the scenes of the changing room, where you possibly not get no footballing skills, but you just get affiliated with certain things that will make you get that access card day, where they take you beyond. You feel say all down there for stop, or you feel to say down there for mean say, well, for as long as you get access to the card, you forgo it, and you get the guys for talk to the players them. What's in at the limitation where you feel to say people then forget we're not getting nothing for youth football at some point?
Make a help a league aside.
Okay, go on, John.
Yeah, because with that level, what this guy was so not possible, we then tournaments and we don't reach in the finals, all team possibly able to enter that areas, not possible. To a technical member or player. So and I they work that way. So the structure well from the past 2 days we don't play or other top European Championship, them possible anybody just
come because even though you are a media man or whatever, okay, you are limited to where you can get to. You have to wait when the team come out, you do your job. You can't say I want to follow them. And most of the time, if you see them show inside the dressing room, that is the FA of that particular team. They get access to cover and do their video. Or in another cases, CAF get access. If CAF want to make a documentary on a particular tournament, they want to go to Nigeria dressing room just to get a short video. They want to go to Cameroon dressing room just to get a short video, and they will come out, walk through out of the entrance and try and get another thing. So, like yesterday was a completely different scenario. Yesterday was completely different. Even you see some Guinean police and they lift we are official then they celebrate, after the, but in international tournaments, I don't think all this thing will happen. So that's why I don't want to really look into in depth of it, because obviously in your country it will happen because it's now your country. People will get authority past you, want to go into the dressing, think they can motivate the team, think they can say one or two words that, although like I still agree with Pamola in some sense, when you've trusted the technical team to do a job in a certain time of the day, let the technical team and the players relax, let them discuss football, let them get into the pitch, with everything where they don't train, waiting they don't learn, the plans for the day, and so on and so forth. But certain times you just can't change certain things. When everybody is highly motivated, everybody they push for something.
Okay, I totally agree with you at that point, and I understand the reason making the raise that point today. Of course, yes, there are certain points in time when things will go out of hand just because of the anxiety where people get for that particular game day or at that particular moment where they make they all go crazy mad for talk to everybody for sure. Say this now do or die, whether on a like is or not like is information or win this game. But I come back to John at this point in time where I want to talk about pressure on the pitch. Now, say we get a mixture of foreign-based players and home-based players. I don't say the competition will reach at stage where there was a lot of conflict with Uda for play, Uda not for play. Uda for play Usai or Uda not for play Usai. And I believe, me personally, I was quite happy that they used two of your English-based players the way I feel deserve for start that game day. In your opinion, you feel the team was quite balanced with the elements of young and old and fresh, and people that will even get the very first start for that particular game day yesterday because it means so much to everybody. What's now you want to take on that?
Well, me personally, I made on the home base at myself the start a national team. Me not get doubt of the players them because with Kista we they work with the players them. I don't deal with some. I know how they operate. I know how they do things them. So I know exactly how they go. Because if you get player where they see with me within a training, he believe in the player. I just say you go use the player. You see, because the good time they tell you about Kai and few players they will be there. We know the club will be there free to the train. You see, as long as kids that they work with them day in day out, if they see something where they want to see that the game, it just never use the player, you see. But when you see with a few players that we come in, a few players we at least as I mentioned, so but we don't try for follow all this while they are years now, we see them turn up this time for play. So that one they may give me the confidence. No, we know they lost against Benin because like we saw the Benin clubs teams they are in country, they watch out and they play. We know the style, So I believe the squad will get so can compete to any team in Africa for now. You see, with the likes of Kake, all those few boys and they will come around. So and we get few them back with around all the drive for move for the go play. So if they go, I believe it will happen. I don't think we will scare any team in Africa for now. You see, because we just get for game. We see yesterday. I don't still get any time pressure. You watch the game yesterday. We see we home base player would handle the situation yesterday for a game like that. So that don't say you see, and we get enough of them kind of players in the Sierra Leone. You see, me don't go there locally and know the boys them. We can able to play with 6 home base players and still play well. Then I can tell you for free. You see, you get players that are not in this squad set, like the likes of Lampard, Diaby, all those players are very, very good players. We be done day. You get Mark Fish there, we be done day, self play the last games that we not deep at the setup. So this we really, really lucky at this time. We get enough good players there, young players there. So may not get out of the squad, because it's not easy for the technical team for select that 25 or 30 players for travel. We put that in direct now, and happy the leagues have been going well. Then they don't help for let you see that left back come inside and play this kind of play. So
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, John. Ali, I know say you are one die-hearted fan of certain players and we feel to say, yes, you don't follow, you feel say, then get the ability for play for Leone Star, even though they don't play for other country. Now, I want to make mention of the Chaluba brothers, a few more other players we don't highlight a couple of days ago, Naya. You feel say it's about time now for make the coach or the country approach them and see whether they will get a mind change for say, okay, yes, we don't ready for campaign now for Salud, even though they haven't been there to fight the battle for get to the final?
This is about selecting the best out of the rest.
Yeah.
I don't see tournaments the way people play qualifiers, but they end up not make the final tournament. I don't see country there. I don't follow country that, players and play the tournament, then qualify. But when we reach to the competition proper, they're not in the squad. Because you have to look at the best possible, the biggest squad. I'm not saying these ones are not okay, but this is where you look at every personal, thing you can look at. So for me, I think this, like I said to you the other day, international competition have changed. The FIFA rules have changed. So you're looking at one way or the other. It's just one of those things where you do the selection well, you get the right people around to pick the selection well. But the Chaloba brothers, the likes of Josh Koroma, the likes of how you call this? You got Issa Kalon. I was mentioning him yesterday again when I was doing other shows then. And so we get, and you still get other players, then we still then drop them because they're not a club. So if you get the likes of Strasser, they get club now, they play week in, week out, with experience, instead of now other inclusion. If you go Simbo now, you go get club, where for me on, he train well, he do everything, but they drop them based on the fact that, go and find club, then you got chance to make the team. So you get a lot more, and the names the way John Don.
So is that a criteria to go and find clubs and you will make the team? Or
no, if you are good, there is exception. People in everywhere, this is a natural thing. Some players will get exception. Some players, if you are in the same caliber with other players and they are playing league and they are doing well, you are doing well, they are doing well. And I think the ones that are really playing week in, week out get the priority. That's how I will judge it. Because if I go back and look at all the games against Nigeria, Strasser came in, played well. And it was Lesotho game. Then now it was left out because of, and the only thing I can think about is either he injured or because they not got club. You understand? And Simbo, the same, he came in, he trained well. He was in the last squad against Lesotho. Then he was also in the squad that was supposed to play Benin in March, the game that was cancelled. But generally, it's still a long time. Players are going to get, we're not a pray for them, but this is natural in football. Players can get sick, player can get injured. So from now to January is a very long time.
Long.
Anything can happen because Kevin Wright from Chelsea Academy, he came in, did well, everybody loved him. Now he's injured. So that's why he was not part of the squad. And because he's absent, what happened? There comes Saidu Mansare from Wosunsta. Now he don't come, he can't do well. So
he don't perform.
He don't come perform. Then the Bobo will play against Lesotho with something Razak. Abdul Razak na East Lounge. He play well against Lesotho, and he been at the lineup for play against Benin na Freetown, the game that was cancelled. He was in the squad again. Then what happened? COVID. So it was, you know, they have to withdraw him. And there comes Saidu. So, like, I know, I watch Pamola at the openers, and what we need, getting this football league, don't stop our league for the next 5 years. Let our league play consecutively, year in, year out, for good. You will discover more players.
Yeah.
Because Sierra Leone is just a natural country for footballers. From my own experience, I've been around for quite a while now. It's just a natural. So the more the league they play, the more will they discover. The more will they discover abroad as well. So now it's about let the best man then at the selection, not to me.
Right.
You understand? So there's a lot more work to do in terms of that, really.
Okay, well, Molai, I'm not saying you're a scouting coach. What's he going to say on that?
Well, always Ali say they on point. Yeah, you get them right.
Okay.
The league, go for play league. If you league the play, you're able to identify different talents then. So that's a good recommendation. And also with that squad, where they talk about the squad in depth, it's also a good contribution. But the only thing I think we need now is the balance. Because you can get millions of players.
Okay.
The balance. When you want to go for a tournament, you need the balance. You understand? You can get 50 attackers then, and then you get 4 defenders, you got 3 midfielders. That's no balance. John know much. We need a balance. He know waiting we need in terms of identification. He know exactly. We don't win yesterday, but certain areas and we need people. We need certain qualities, certain
so you need
abilities.
at least 2 or 3 men at each wing for cover, at least.
Yeah.
Backup, shield, replacements. Because if we go for go through the first round, you play a minimum of 3 games. You can't use the same player for those 3 games. But what if we proceed from the next stage? So you now need more players who are fresh for coming and filling that gap. You get for rest some man. You get for keep some of your key player then. If you know for say you don't qualify for your first 2 games, you don't win. Okay, now let's bring in Femi. I don't say Femi don't come now. It's possibly available for can say 1 or 2 things. I don't say he don't celebrate these 2 days. And he just they celebrate now where Italy don't score again. But I believe say in celebration for Leone Star for Qualifier is more than the Italian big team where they go on right now. So Femi, I know say you don't hear the discussion we don't happen so far with John, with Molai and Ali in view on what they feel about the winning and what they feel about the changes and the team selection and everything else and the changing room scenario. So what's going to be you take as somebody who don't play football in some of those things they would don't discuss? How will you respond to some of them today? Of course, you play football. You don't need to laugh about that. Although now about just fact football, but football are football because you know the game. You don't follow Liverpool extensively for the past 35 years of your life. So you know how to talk football and you don't play them. You have an element of understanding of the game very, very well because it's not just about playing, but you also don't watch and you can analyze. So what will be your take on everything so far we don't discuss?
Hi. First of all, I want to say hello to reviewers them and we guest panelists them. Onakushe Unaudu. Yesterday Sierra Leone win. It was a great result. I believe we've been talking the other day not by any means necessary. And I think seeing that Salondu, listen to your discussion at the moment about, the changing room. I can understand Usaiman in the commot form. We then see, it was a one-off. So they were there to ensure, Uda, certain people and the way they talk like yes, we they listen to better. So some man the way approach that changing room, they sometimes get a certain relationship with a certain player or a certain coach where they may need for pass on some instructions. Yes, we understand not so everybody's technical enough to be at them position in there, but I think because now be with neighboring country the gameplay It was easy to get to. A lot of people can get there. And we now Africa and Sierra Leone, we get certain people that we kind of they're above the law. So they can break the law. But I don't think anybody mean any bad. So but as I say, by any means necessary, we got over the line. It's a cup game now, so you can play fine past me, but if I score one goal past you, now me they go through. You understand? We don't see Spain for years and years and years. They play good football, they never win nothing. All of a sudden they clicked and then begin win. We they see country like Holland, where they play fantastic football over the years, but to say they always kind of let themselves down. So you get Italy, we know they play fine football at all, they defend throughout, but then get the knack for score and win championship them, so European championship them, World Cup them, so it now so football time from my own perspective. But again, I will support Pamolai where he say sometimes we for look at what's happening at the changing room. Me they come from a different point of view. Me not they talk about it from the tactical point of view, but it's from the health and safety point of view. We're in a very dangerous stage at the moment with this COVID thing. Imagine say somebody gets the virus and go inside that changing room there. Yeah, okay, yes, now one off game, then gets months for which to the next game. So sometimes not too bad. But imagine this is tournament football where sometimes you get for play every 3 days and you're getting tested every day. Somebody from the public or somebody you're not supposed for dinner that changing room they go in there, contaminate 4, 5, 6 player, 6 first team player. So imagine what they can do to the next game. So there's areas of responsibility them where we for take. Rules are meant to be broken, but people and they put rules in place for put a barrier to certain things them. The safety of the athletes them, not to just no more say for COVID. It can be for anything. It can be for anything. It can be say I get malice against one of them player, then they go try for cause damage. Understand? So the safety is paramount in this side of the world. If when spectators they invade the pitch, what's they happen? First of all, the cameras go away. They don't film it anymore. The players are ushered off because their safety is paramount. Yes. So we get for fan, we for protect, we play them, and then also. Like it or not, then we superstar them. Then we Messi them, we Ronaldo them. We have to look up to them. We know and make nothing beat them. So going forward, I think we will put certain barriers in place for help protect them, and sometimes they protect somebody from your own person safe. Because there's mental issues there as well. If you go put too much pressure on one person, he could crack. So many reasons in there, but I should say una go delve in some of the issue there. So I go left una make una talk again. Thank you for joining us. I want to say kushe to Italy, the country I grew up as a young boy. They win right now. In 1983, I was in Italy. Yeah, Italy were underdogs. And we didn't our country, you usually support them. Although me I be Roma fan and some of Roma play them in a play, but I supported Brazil. Italy beat Brazil. Italy gets to the final. Italy wins. The celebration was crazy. I was a young kid at the time, but I remember the celebration up to today. So I can imagine the kind of party they be right down at Freetown. So, congratulations to the boys. I hope they enjoy. Make them not over enjoy no more, but make them enjoy because most of them not get for play football till the summer done. So make them enjoy, drink, entertain themselves in each way they feel possible, but try for stay safe.
Well, I like what he says over me, and you say Italian 90. One of una best player in the world kiss in football goodbye. After I don't become man of the tournament and he missed the penalty way for taking the World Cup. But anyway, that's now another discussion for another day. But like you mentioned something, say we play at them, now we superstar them, now we don't Ronaldo them, now we don't Messi them. Now I want to ask Mola, you feel to say we teach them like we superstar them for this particular competition, even though now do or die competition. The reference I want to make, now one reference we Ali be there against, because in one for look we talk about Andy right now, doing that same day we talk about them, because in one look we discourage anybody for say we not skilled to play at a nice for go play this kind of competition. But I will say so now because the competition done. You feel say it okay for make Leone Star of all they go into some kind important competition like this, and we get for skills to play like a superstar, and we decide for schedule them by road for good Guinea. Guinea, you pay tete, you need to pay each $400 or $500 per player if you fly them. Meaning, some of these players have only one opportunity in their life, maybe for fly plane, because then they can't represent the country. You feel say now good idea for travel with a team like that's really road in Clearan now from Freetown to Pamalap, then all the way now to inside Conakry. Na Gallop and Potol. You feel say you go take your team through that kind of challenging journey day for go play an important match like this? More like?
No, I feel say whoever come up with a plans they make a mistake. You understand? The mistake has been done. But let we not make that mistake again, because we know exactly the health and safety of the roads then between Sierra Leone and Guinea. You understand? We know, because I travel almost every week. Almost every Saturday, I travel with boys then 3-4 hours. We travel for go and back, but it's not a different level. Because you only look at the highway, you look at the roads, you understand health and safety measures, you know say it's safe, you understand, for go side to go and come back. But in Salone, as you see in Guinea, after you cross that Pamlap, it's just too much of hazard and so many things. I feel see whoever will come up with a plan, they make a mistake, and not a genuine mistake, I will call them. And I feel say that not go happen again, because the way the nation come at them, then you see, we don't make a big mistake, and this not go happen again. And do with the hope say it not go happen again, because we make the mistake one time, we say as a mistake, as a genuine mistake. But if you repeat them, that's not a choice. You understand?
So what if Leone Star choose now for travel with the boys then to Cameroon by road? Ali Bita.
You're just saying impossible stuff, man.
I am not just saying it. I am serious about saying it.
Because
we not be the expect say we go travel by go to Guinea, we short.
Which was,
and we know for say we go to Guinea, it just clean from Freetown to Pamalap.
Which was, I understand where you guys are coming from. Like you said, the tournament done now. We don't qualify, which is the achieving side of things. And I think we look further now. The bigger picture is it was a wrong decision, especially when they have to go through the COVID checks and everything. So because if you go to the airport, you go through COVID checks, at least it's still a lot quicker and than going through with a large number of delegates and players and so on and so forth. But I don't think it will happen again. I'm sure even the media hype around it, all the posts, all the thing is probably will not allow it to happen again. And I 100% believe in it. And when we're going to Cameroon, it's going to be a different ball game altogether, because it's definitely going to be something, because these are kind of things I'm sure it's not something definite, because money is going to be available for every single, way.
Money is always available.
You understand? So
money is not the issue, because money is always available.
Guinea was like, okay, it's quicker, it's shorter. It was not. It's the delay, not because if for now most likely 6-7 hours journey. The delay was due to COVID checks, so they have to stop them for a certain amount of time to make sure all the COVID checks were done before they allow them entering. But if there was nothing like COVID, they left 3:30, they get to the border for 7, so which was like 3.5 hours. So if it was not because of COVID, then for those another 3 hours get to where they're going. So we could have looked the whole thing about 7 hours. Even 7 hours is still too much, but
Exactly.
it's better than 15, 16, 17 hours. You understand?
Okay.
So that's why I'm looking at it. From my own point of view, it was wrong. It's not something where I believe say go happen again. You know, although sometimes we don't learn from our mistakes then, you know, but we move on. That's why we live and discuss these things as time goes by and see how it goes. But overall, it was not the best decision, considering the players internationally, the players, they need to rest. You know, the players, they need to get good time to go back on the pitch to do some more training and go back and relax. So that was a really poor decision.
Okay, I totally respect that, because somebody they talking at the group say they were given the option according to what in the person here. But I just want to clarify one thing. If you're not a player, you don't dictate to your team manager or your team technical team of what you feel say you not go on for do. Now tell them, they tell you now, say, guys, we're flying out tomorrow. We're going to be there at the airport for 8:30. We should be getting ready at the hotel for 6. Everybody should be at the hotel lounge for 6:30, 6:45. We're taking off by the coach to the airport. You don't need for them tell you, coach, say, oh, coach, look who go by wood. Oh, coach, I want to fly with me. Now, only one player can get that exception there, with me sabi, now Dennis Beckham. We know they fly. So basically, in they always go one step ahead if he play international match or game for a club or for a country, because he doesn't fly. We understand that. So you prepare yourself ahead of time. So you're not going to forget splash into some of them in any way. Sometimes you wait for make you can talk to your manager. So I totally agree with you, Alusain. But guess what? I go need for no other give them the option, and what's not been the option we didn't give them. But I come to you, John. I know say you don't face tough decisions in Zone 2 and the Nations Cup the way you don't go. When it comes to penalty, I think behind the scene, maybe to talk few time about people the way now the people that they select for penalty kicks, and then when it comes to the crunch in time, someone begin back off. Give me some of that experience there, where you know for say we don't reach now the stage now where a penalty kick they can do, and we get man away line up for kick penalty. What's in the intention, Peter?
I know. I say, I always make joke. I say, you want to put me in the sport, you know. Well, now you know, me nerves, you know. Now like what happened yesterday, see, not to all player gets the courage for kick penalty like that. You see, that one they don't tell you but match-up player we don't in the game. You see, we as the penalty they happen, you see, they don't go take the ball with confidence for finish, you know. So we made it possible like that one yesterday. We now one part the we I believe say the coach look where you need player like that around, because me always work in the talk. I need characters around. You see, not to just if you say we have play, but certain games and then a different games and you see. But even a young player when they come upset, you able to see certain qualities from player and you know say this game will handle certain situations. So I like what you have yesterday. That one they have put winner is on 2 winner Mauritania. You see, we get players that we don't train penalties, but we reach 45 penalties now. You see, that's all one kick. And you have a kick where you don't there. So if we don't choose you for kick where you give this corner training, you know which is you answer you know the kick now. So me not be the captain, but me not be the first five for kick. You see, so that's be happen. But me say very going back for call and say, no, we kick time the trainer study, so now you can't kick. You understand? You have to encourage that person to back, make it just believe safe in sport, because now the only thing that they make we win that game because 2-3 players in back up, but we still encourage and say no, because we don't mean to trust the other people already out. Now when a big kick, so now you go kick. You see, what kind of striker we don't score a lot of goals, you know? So we standing at almost here goal for finish up. So if you ain't get the courage, we'll pick up the ball. But when you guys engage with 3 other people, the way can finish penalty well. So we don't get out. As we get the penalty, as they don't pick the ball. That match-up player. So a finish up, you see. So that one day, now they can you just get forget the courage because that's all my they would want, you see.
So you feel saying a decisive decision we intake on your own, or you feel say maybe something Kista we don't tell and say if we get penalty at any cost, then you go take them.
And I feel say na coach decision that you understand. You see how the game go yesterday. What kind of not any kind funny player, you don't there around for some time. You don't score a lot of goals. So when you see him pick up the ball, we don't sit down there all over. You can see certain penalty happen. It's up to the players in some tender. If the players believe in himself, they cannot pick up the ball, and if the teammates and believe him, and keep up and you see, it can happen in misback, but most time when they finish up, you see.
I think yesterday is about winning.
Not winning.
Because I know Zengele is the penalty taker. Most times we salute the penalty. But if we recall back again, waiting happen against Liberia when Zengele missed that penalty, we for then at the World Cup qualifying by now. Because if Zengele be scored a penalty, we for that by the group stage by now.
So if you say I make you wait for once that one day yesterday,
sometimes you I say we are all human beings. You might think it happens to me once. I don't want to repeat it. Sometimes these things happen. And I got a video where he cry Ogam, where they try to console him, after the final whistle. The aim was yesterday is about winning. It's not about me taking it today. It's about let us win.
Yeah.
You understand? So Kai took the penalty well. And to be fair, I was shocked because the position when the penalty go, now the same position the goalkeeper go. So it was just
it was very close.
Kai take the ball with very powerful shot. If that ball not get power, that goalkeeper might have saved it because it's the same direction. The goalkeeper and the man go together. So, but yesterday was about more let us win. You can take it if you like today. Maybe tomorrow will be my turn, but let us win. That's exactly how I look at it yesterday.
Okay, John, in your opinion, before I come to more like somebody asked the question, you feel say there is any other way for them what Alpha will lead yesterday if we will struggle with the 1-0 victory at some point?
For Alpha the lead?
Yeah. What will be 1-0 up? You feel to say if it was too much at a risk, if we get any opportunity for Alpha the lead, what will not for them do or what thing we for them do for Alpha the lead? For local audience that kind of crucial
when you watch the game, not to say we know what Alpha the lead, but it happens. You understand? Because Sky gets few chances the way he creates. You see one ball where he control up the and try for slide for I don't know Augustine or so. We miss him. You see that ball.
Yeah.
So we got few, not to say we don't want to score, but we get one goal ahead, so we just get for play safe. Now be crucial games that you see. The boys they do well for at least just get to maintain that result and just play safe, you see, because it not been funny, not so easy a match yesterday. Everything all around the match. You see, them determine and try to finish the game well. So me happy with the changes we they make because now they will be the struggle yesterday. Kai, we don't say Kai na striker, a point striker, but with the experience, we can play inside that number 10 role, as a offensive midfielder and play behind the striker. He do well yesterday, So, but with the two players, they will as they make that changes because people in media around yesterday, we get good football inside. So, we don't make a problem. I know say we make good changes and it happen with Okocha and so Kai yesterday. So that one they just can make we midfield compact. With John around and Kwame. So you see, say we get good balance. So we not be struggle again. You see.
Right. I know that we can't go now to the final segment where we can talk about the AFCON itself in Cameroon. But before that, more like, what do you feel at the state of Kai right now? Because I know for sure we get serious kind of debate around them a couple of days ago. What's in your own state right now? Ali, I know I can respond to them. Just let me give more like give you your own state of what's in if it to say now the fate of Kai Kamara right now the national team, now that he don't take he don't help for contribute for take the country to the next African Nations Cup.
Well, this is the NSA bring back to life because there's a lot of dramas, then a lot of issues, then people let me get a lot of concern about in presence na the team. You know, we only talk about experience, yeah, but other people, let's say, they see things the other way. See, okay, everything is not just experience. If the man they play, and then they select them, that's when you need the experience. But in not being the play. So the question is, if the man not the play, in experience value, they all get a point. You understand? They all get a point because if we not been getting results yesterday, a different story. Because the question where they said been asked makes sense. If you now get an experience,
say finally we'll get the results, answer, ask none of those questions anymore because it won't be meaningful in the game.
No, because you don't answer the question on yesterday. He scored a penalty, we win. Because now that not been the essence of the game. It's all about winning. So all the other subjective side of the game, just, you understand? Just throw everything out of the door.
Okay. Well, I could come to the final stage of the discussion for today's program. Ali, I can't see directly with this one. I know say 3 days ago, we talked about, say, if Leone Star qualify, where you be they make all the noise, say, who they qualify, I say, well, fine, no problem. If Leone Star qualify, we, Sierra Gem Media, will go Cameroon. And I still stand by that. Preparation already don't start this afternoon. As I say, we go Cameroon. So, Ali, what's in now at the preparation level for Cameroon 2022? I know say we can't wait anymore. What's the preparation?
In terms of
everything,
the national team, or in terms of Sierra Gem as a media group?
Sierra Gem as a media group, Football Sierra Leone, John Sama, Molai, Wall. What's the way forward? Because we get for now, we don't make me commitment for Sierra Gem Media. Yeah? I don't say you self me they make you commitments, but I get for now commit the UK diaspora for let them know for say we are ready to go to Cameroon 2022 and make sure say we give them everything of the best of the AFCON 2022 African Nations Cup. We not just want for go follow Sierra Leone, but we want for follow the entire tournament. So basically, that's the preparation. The preparation will start today. And we get 6 months for complete that preparation day. So what's in your own take on that preparation day?
It sounds passionate, and you sound like a real Solomon when he determines, say, I go do this. He go do a more. But yes, coming back to the real question, obviously, I will say probably give the authorities and time to see, let them settle down with the qualification. I will probably think, unless you want us to do things independently, it's a different thing, but I'll still probably ask them, because you want to get official accreditation, which is my own area, because if you get an official accreditation, you get access to so many things. You want to talk to a player, you want to make a short video, you want to interview a coach, you want to interview, former players, then therefore you say, for example, roughly you meet Salon, Cameroon, maybe Guinea, some of these Guinea former players in Gukam, they around. Not only about the players who go play the tournament. So the first priority is to try and see how you can get accreditation for Sierra Gem Media as a group. Second priority, know the group stage, because when you know the group stage, you know where you have to be, which area you have to be around. So in as much as you go cover the the tournament, as a Sierra Leonean, your first priority will be the group of Sierra Leone. So if Sierra Leone is staying in Yaoundé, you want to stay in Yaoundé. If Sierra Leone is staying in Douala, you want to stay in Douala. So you have to wait and see the group stage. So
and
when
if
you
Sierra Leone is staying in Cotonou?
So this is just a rough scenario I'm just creating.
Right.
So when you know the group where Salon Day, you know the stadium then where we go for play with games then you get a picture in your head. Okay, I got 2 crew, I got 4 crew. We have to stay in this area. And you look at the cost, which is cost always involved. Roughly today, I give you a sketch. Tickets, we on a direct man then. If you buy a Mali, it's cheap. If you wait when the time near, it gets expensive. Again, there is a rumor going around, Cameroon might not be ready by January. So there's anticipation the tournament can move from Cameroon. And if it moved from Cameroon, the job got bigger because the 2 countries that we made a look at where you go every day, you can wake them from sleep, they need to host a Nations Cup, is going to look at South Africa and Egypt. And I think the last tournament was
Morocco as well.
So the last tournament was hosted in Egypt. So probably they will not want to go back to Egypt. So in as much as you prepare, you have to look at the final arrangement, because the draws again, they say in August. So after August, but as it stands, Cameroon for host this tournament, but some areas of the stadiums are still under renovation. Some are still going in, so if you look at them, I don't highlight where your the group where you go follow. I don't highlight the cost.
So are you anticipating that it might not happen in Cameroon in terms of the
no, but you have to
preparation?
What the authorities will always do, they will try to help as much as possible. They will try for help Cameroon as much as possible till, that's why I said let's wait to see August, September. We're going to follow how things are going. But if it started hitting December, then they go down again, then go do their investigation, they go check the stadium, then they say things are not going on as planned. Then they will start thinking about to give the tournament to an immediate bigger nations.
But December for CAF, for AFCON will be too late for them to do their.
No, but this is my own forecast. What I'm looking at, because definitely they will not wait that far. But I'm just giving you a rough scenario. So when you look
because you don't already begin for build the UK diaspora salon fan base already don't start online now because people are showing interest. But with the camo, but I totally understand the point you really make.
Yes.
But what you go fit to say go be the kind of technical logistics way fit to say the crew from here so forgets for go. I believe so you don't cover some international matches them in the past. We have, but not out of Sierra Leone, but don't cover some international matches then within Sierra Leone. We don't cover out of Sierra Leone, but not as foreign media. We were home-based media in the country where we did for cover that.
So when you get crew of 5, you look at definitely Douala at the airport and Yaoundé. So definitely you have to look at between these 2 places. You have to go do your rough sketch now. And look, 5 people are going to stay. They're all going to be staying in a well, comfortable 3, 4, 5-star hotel, for example. And if you want to make it cheaper, Cameroon is a little bit, you get them villa then in Cameroon. You understand? You get them villa the way you can rent for a month. So if you get a 2-bedroom villa, you and your crew can stay there. We in Europe here, we'll get them block mattress. Don't forget to buy one, put in your suitcase. If you get 2 block mattress, when it come. So accommodation will not be the major thing. I'm just giving you, accommodation will not be the major thing, but we also have to put in mind the quicker you do things, the better, because if Cameroon is going to be busy, it's going to be 24 nations coming with different media guys, different delegations. Some people come 50, 60 delegation. So it's always going to be, anywhere they host the Nations Cup, it's going to be very, very busy. So for your crew, the earlier you start putting things together, the better. Obviously, it's not going to be from London to Cameroon. It's probably probably about £500 on ticket.
Okay. When I come to John, I know say John don't go to Cameroon a few times. You don't go there with the national team. What do you see Cameroon like?
Cameroon na very fine country, nice. You know what? From London for go, not too difficult. You know. Now the question, now most of the thing now they don't travel. Like so, what's the best way for do like we left like God make it busy na day and the host time. You see, so what's the best way for us go maybe 3 months before the tournament and try for go inside and go see how it be. Try for see if na hotel people in a good day, you know, or na a villa for go rent like a month. That one day it makes sense for let somebody don't go before go watch. But that's any bad side, you know, Cameroon not too big with for travel competition and they all over, you know, a fine country. You see, so that one day I think say somebody one per week will just go in and try for just sort down the out. If you have 5 people and you go just try for arrange everything will make it easier because it's not too difficult for go, you know, for me.
Okay. So Malai, what will be your own take? I know say, you know, man, we don't start the fight, so we get for look at the fight on a wider picture now. So what will be your own take if they could go to Cameroon?
I don't listen to John in experience because he don't go there. He don't go there several times. We know much about Cameroon, and from waiting Ali Bitayun idea also we give. I feel say we get for take them on board. The only thing that I think we need for do, like we Ali Bitali talk about our accreditation, we need for contact, get a contact of CAF directly, and we know. You understand? And when you go through CAF, you make life easy because you're able for access every areas of the event you get for go on that month day. Because if you not go through CAF, you not get for access. Now outside we get for the day, and then we do what we get for do. But when you don't go through CAF, they approve of you. You definitely get for give you tag or something. We for sure say yes, you're part of the competition, fully recognized. You can access everywhere, so it makes life easy. And also now there's another commitment don't come for you now. People are not begin they put now the group say they don't give name already. London fan base, blah blah blah. So now you go see and say by the time we get to August, this thing don't really go bigger. As we think. Well, if it's a small thing, but you know small because people are aware now. Sierra Leoneans and they love football. You understand?
So we just begin find way now how we put together a team of Sierra Leoneans from the UK where they go as a full fan base supporters team. We will therefore begin now find way how to get tickets, secure accommodation, and to have more things in place. I totally agree with you. If somebody go for the only 3 games, no more they play, that's still fine. But some of like we go for look at them as a bigger picture, not just for the salon games.
We they go cover.
We have to go cover the entire tournament so that people can get a feel of it. It's going to be another experience for us because when we don't cover a few international games then we're not to just salon games then out of Sierra Leone, in Sierra Leone, and it's different when you're there as a camera crew. They look at you differently. The respect when they give you is slightly different from the respect when they will give you in a salon because when you do within the platform of professional cameramen from different countries also covering that same event, it makes you feel like wow, so that's a privilege. And you always see the boundary of where you are allowed to go and where you're not allowed to go. It gives you the privilege for be around people who have done this for their whole entire life. So it's quite a good experience, and then you can also get an amount of communication with people and where they meet, when I press people in Mac as well.
It's all networking.
It's a very good experience because I've been part of that, so I know exactly what it's like. And I believe, as a media house, we are ready to give you guys the best of what we can do. And with this guy for make sure, we cover the African Nations Cup in Cameroon. Hopefully, it's going to be in Cameroon next year, 2022. Well, let's come to John and let him give you a final word for today's program. And we will go for come back now for continue the football of the European Championship where they happen. And also, after this program, we get another program where they come immediately after the African Day of the African Child, June 16. We all know what's now what they mean. But look, we'll just wrap up this program, and then we cancel that program immediately, and then we'll get another program for tomorrow with the health show. So over to you, John. What's going to be your last word of advice to the fans the way they are there, and to the Sierra Leone national team, and so we were just doing this program for the past 1.5 hours.
Well, I believe I will start with we first. I believe we don't do so. I believe I don't say we long for this. What happened yesterday. We don't push. I leave we did at the final, so I don't play great part. For we don't mean the top most time. For go around the search for Sahelian players. Then we happy at least to see we see some of the boys there who don't do BN for years. We see them yesterday when they perform. Me personally was see Usman. They call me after game. You see the boy get so much joy. We don't do from 8 years now. We follow him. You can't say yesterday they deliver for in country like that. That one they don't show. It will help even. Boys, they will not ever go represent me for get the urge for goal, You see, we ask the fans them, from here, they will give support because that one they will show boys themselves. Say, then get people they are ready for support the country, you see. But I believe so. The boys, we therefore commend them and the technical team. It's a great job they don't do for we. We hope the country the government go try to focus on infrastructure, around the country. You see, because we really lack that one for now. By that we will put the small good players around, young players, but they happen. You see, the last few months we CAF go Sierra Leone and say we really far back, like 10 years back. We set up like the country, nothing not in place. So that one day we just never play to the government, for focus on development small sports, because we really be and we go the likes of Senegal, you see the development we did around pitches them, we don't get at all nothing they happen in the country. What I believe is something this will be a turning point. You see the fans around the country today, see how they jubilate. See now one great sport we in general, the country win our football. So they play to the government and the support we need, around the country. So it's there for today. I thank you now. Yes, hope so we'll continue the program to Cameroon. Yes.
Thank you very much, John. Over to you, Molai.
Well, I think the tournament will play in January, where we all wish for. And now, from now to January, according to the FIFA, UEFA, and CAF calendar, I think we can forget 3 breaks within that period. So I expect Salon for play friendlies then, for let we know we squad for group of the tournament.
All right, thank you very much, Malai. I agree to that. We'll go for play a couple of international friendlies for just test the ability of the team and for test the new players then we possibly will bring them in for see how they go for gel with each other for take them to the next level. Over to you, Ali.
That's 100% correct. You want to prepare as best as possible because as everybody don't, say you look at Gambia, as soon as they know say they don't qualify, they don't play too friendly already. Just waiting Gambia don't put together now. Every FIFA break, every FIFA calendar, they have to play friendly. And this is waiting all man they do now. They play Kosovo the other day and then play another friendly in Turkey. Can't remember the team again. So regardless the result, we serve. The good thing is most of the players are from Europe, then they come out. So it means they not get boundary to go within Europe. So Salon Kiebu, for example, Salon Kiebu say will meet up na Belgium. Leole Bobode Akana Belgium, who play friend in Belgium. Salon Kiebu say them Bobode, all of them kana Holland, who play friend in Holland. Salon Kiebu say they all meet na Turkey. They will play friend in Turkey. So it's not the only players that you get for think about. Now the home base that you get for count with, and the technical team in terms of visa and all these other things. So sometimes again that can take a lot, But yeah, the better we prepare, we can also approach Nigeria. But Nigeria again, most of their friendly is played in Austria, and when Nigeria will be willing to play friendly. Nigeria, but most of these guys, they normally like to play quick in Europe so they can return back to the club then. So we got good rapport with other FAs them around, Guinea a very good team, most of the players we can meet in France to play Guinea. You can meet, so even Liberia a very good team because when we play Liberia, when Liberia call the real, then first team players then, you see the scores in Liberia, you see the scores in Freetown, and we were eliminated. So we got a couple of things them to look, but like I said, it's all about the structure. Now, Uda and for Sidom, put pen to paper from now to December, before the team they do the final month to get into January, which we're going to embark on, which kind of a program we want to do, which kind of a thing. So they have to put things in place. It might look, 6 months might look like, it's too much. But before you knew what's happening, we're in December. So it's about now. And, it's not, players are playing in Europe fine. We'll get a couple of players who don't qualify for the championship. They all return back to the club. So then they play regularly. But it's about a national team set up, how you put every one of these players, how you try to blend old and new, blend the new ones that will come into the team. Like I've already done say earlier on, people that don't qualify team will end up not go per tournament. Anything can happen from now in 6 months' time. So there is a lot of chop and pull can still happen within this team, because personally, yes, since when we don't qualify, I've gone there, I got my diary, I got like 8 names already, where I feel say they do well in Europe, but they cannot just come into the team. So the only way they can come into the team, if you get these guys to come play friendly and see, are they better than the ones that already qualified the team, or the one that already qualified the teams are the better ones? Right. So you go for me, it's about the best team to a tournament. No disrespect to maybe you think, now we win the game against Benin, but now with the good, they not take away. So all these things going to happen. It's going to happen in a tournament, but it's early days yet. There's a celebration going on. Everybody still celebrate. The country still celebrate. While we're deliberating, we're looking further ahead. Let the people of Sierra Leone enjoy this. It has been 25 years before then, So it's a good day, and we got lots of talk to do about the national team going further.
Right. Thank you very much, Ali. I can go to Femi quickly and give you your own quick roundup. As Femi this guy for roundup, okay, go on, Femi.
Yes, T-Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, thank you guests for being here with us. As Tibo, you say earlier on, you say Femi play ball, eh? Femi play ball, you just say Femi play ball?
You forget say not play ball?
I just say check no more. You just say Femi play ball?
Well, I don't play against you. I will go over with Sabano. Me say, I win some trophy the way una been go fag me for play for one tournament. So he did. I'll just say Femi play, but you see the trophy they don't put. If they set them up, why should they talk? I don't see them, Femi. Well done.
I just say talk no more.
Well done. I doubt you. You know, be one of the prolific striker there for Sabano. But when they give the ball, where she come? Now the goal number is happy for Femi. But sure, definitely. I know say Femi don't make his own contribution in football in so many different ways. Because now one of the man that we make Sabano stand for years and years and years. Because even when he retire, he still will play active role in making sure that the game play, the players in turn up.
Let me talk for talk. You don't talk about go. Go. You don't talk about.
I want to talk about you.
No, we're not. Too much about na moko. What to say you can say. So anyway, I want to say thank you to our guests and thank you to viewers that already watch me. I want to say by the way, Italy they 3-0 up. Remember I've been telling us say Italy na one of the team that we get for Winam. The team I think they get for winner are France, but second to Italy, then Germany. Although Germany know they play too well, but this tournament I believe seen that other day. So una go see una way happy una go say Femi they look gone. They see far.
Alright, watch.
Anyway, on this topic una don't discuss it today. I want to tell una thank you, and congratulations to Leone Stars once more. Yes, T-Boy they galvanize and try to get sweet for go. It will be nice if that can happen. We pray, we go work hard for make that happen, and you go find forget not just go as a team, but go with enough support at them. We Salon self turn up na the field, then go no say, then get man them and woman them behind them. And then the team that will go they play against, they say they go feel the pressure because support fans, I believe say fans bring something different to football. We don't watch football over lockdown and it's literally not the same. Italic same was some of them game then na friendly match. TV then try them begin pump sound into the with television then, but it still not feel the same. So with the above say, COVID will be gone by then, and we go able to fill the stadium them, and ideally with Leone supporters them, make we cheer on Leone Stars, make we go and try for win. If we're not able to do that day, what me go and let we do. Now, if we're not able to travel for one reason or another, we should come together and find series of venues them, or ideally one big venue. We put a big screen inside there and we all watch all the Salon game then together, cheer and scream, take pictures, send we on video them so people know say yes, Salon get support. You see Holland, I criticized it earlier on. Holland when they go in a championship, they're possibly the best football team for watch. Because then people they fill the stadium, their colors, they're dancing throughout. Scotland safe. You don't tell we then go competition, but the last competition we then go, I believe so then I'll be one of the most enjoyable fans them for be around. My memories take me back to 2010, the opening game of the World Cup. South Africa make that stadium day Tonuba.
Say South Africa make them ban Vuvuzela.
I not ever see Africa man there full up and support like that particular game day. So it's all possible. Yes, they didn't go very far. They didn't win, but they win for their fans them. And if we go this tournament and we not go far, but the mere fact that we don't qualify, we don't win something. And if we will carry fans and go, that will be a double win because we go to sell Salon in image positively to the world. Usually with the but all kind bad things, Salon is in the news for all kind foolishness them week in, week out. But yesterday and today, I should say everybody in Salon and around the world, or we affiliate to Salon, they gladly, they jubilate. So we tell, we bless them, thank you for waiting on do for we. Lastly, before I go, I want to say again one big thank you to them for another reason. right now, beaucoup player them we some team no born a salon or we born a salon we get the opportunity for can play abroad. We they look for fan international caps them for go play for other country them. I should say we then say go they look back now, then go on and say, damn, I wish I was there. That could have been me. So for future, I know they but it's this what happened yesterday, it will be a stepping stone for we other picking them. We might not think say it's worth their while. Then they sit down at us, some of them they watch European football today. That could have been them on the pitch yesterday. So for me, this is a big thing. We go sell Sierra Leone to we own picking them. We go sell them to the foreigners them. Say Sierra Leone is here and we're here to stay.
Thank you very much, Femi, for those wise words as usual. And I want to say thank you to the panelists them and thank you to John for joining us today for the first time, and we're going to continue for bringing you come back on board as we go along with the European Championship where they play. And also want to say thank you to Ali. I know saying one of the most passionate and dedicated salon footballer. Really run salon football online on a regular basis for years and years now. And also thank you to Molai for your dedication to younger Sierra Leoneans than we dip and look after right now. For make sure say you able for influence them for make them can represent and country. Now one of Funa the people they will rely on for do that thing day. John don't try in your own time, he don't go salon. They don't make any contribution to the national team. They don't make any contribution to local clubs. And I feel saying input in salon football is still as important as ever. And I feel say it in close ties with what they happen right now at salon. And definitely he got it as part of the contingency we get for Go Cameroon. So what Ali say last night, the international matches, then where he highlights, I feel say for also then the position for gets for cover some of their international matches, then whether they happen at London, Salon, or any center of the world, we will try as much as possible for make we begin go now the international matches, then for like we begin get affiliated with how things can be run, how it can be done, some of the challenges then we like you go face wise there, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it is going to be a very new challenge for all of us. It is going to be a very new challenge for the nation. And it's going to be a very new challenge for professionals and even the players them where they take part by the game itself. And therefore believe say any role where they don't play, whether they make come to the end of the final 20 or 30 players where they go for select, that role where they play, it means say now they all contribute to make Salon qualify. The one where they began the technical team also make contribution for make Salon qualify. Then we when the fans them back again. We also make Salon qualify because it's a collective work by everybody. But like John say, the country still lack some kind of professional amenities then way for make the game play properly, for make it become a diverse situation wherein everybody have an opportunity. It's now down to your skills, your ability, and your determination to prove that you can be a professional player. So these opportunities for be very open by not just saying it, but creating the platform, giving the players more facilities, giving them more proper pitches, more proper stadiums. If Alexander mini stadium, as long as you get the rate at which they able for play and perform in a quality standard, with the kind of pitches the way non begin for bringing come into play, we go for help for develop the game, we go for putting at the class of people the way they compete in football. But as last, like I say, this not a one day discussion. We'll get for continue the discussion every other day, and likely we'll bring come another European Championship game where they happen either tomorrow or the day after. But we're gonna update in the early hours of the next day before 12. They will not know exactly which game they cover. But stay with me. If you want for left, come back in about 5-10 minutes because we can go now live with another segment of the Sierra Leone Media Platform show when at the Day of the African Child, June 16. So until next time, we say thank you to all those waiting at the Facebook. Thank you to everybody waiting at the YouTube. And we will not go before show now. The celebration will be happening at Freetown because we'll just want for focus on this particular segment for today. And we'll find time where we will possibly get people and really come up from Freetown for your presentation. So we get one at the pipeline today, but he was stuck in traffic based on the celebration, not be able to make him way home get connected. But that's not the glad with the free right now. But we're not glad too much because COVID big. And like how they say COVID will begin increase in salon, we will be very concerned for the fact say the safety of everybody is paramount. So until the next couple of minutes, I see you back again on the CRJ Media platform. And thank you, everybody. Thank you to our panelists. Thank you to Femi. And thank you for making sure that we have this program up and running today and also continuous days then to come. So until next time, we say bye-bye, Tona. Thank you.
Yes, this na term for all Salon people and then party them. CRJ Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like Salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program, Look Me, I Look You. All this they start soon na www.serajmedia.org. Now who's term these?
The total population of Sierra Leone in 2019 was stated approximately at 7.8 million. And the most common cancer reported in 2018 was breast cancer, with an incidence rate of 25.1% and a mortality rate of 19.2%. Ward 2 at the Connaught Hospital, Freetown, is a female surgical ward that cares for patients requiring breast surgery, chemotherapy, and palliative care. General surgery also admits to the ward as see fit. The ward is in need of a significant refurbishment and has a major impact on patient assessment and delivery of treatment, dignity, comfort, and infection control measures. The current ward area presents a significant challenge to infection control. There is no fit for purpose or adequate personal hygiene facilities. The showers and sanitary areas are in poor condition and are difficult to clean. The flooring is deteriorated. Overall deco and fabric of the walls need repair and full decoration. Furniture, cupboards, and shelving require replacement. The sluice, known to be the dirty utility room, is in poor condition and needs replacing. Windows need to be replaced as current windows bring in draughts, dust, debris, mosquitoes, and rodents. There is no designated area to provide a day service for patients receiving chemotherapy. Medical supplies is desperately needed. Therefore, we need a total amount of £15,000, which is equivalent to 195 million leones, for this project. This project will focus on women diagnosed with breast cancer and other non-malignant breast abnormalities requiring one or more of the treatment modalities that are currently available. We will also set up a day unit for the administration of chemotherapy and provide training and development to ensure sustainability. Therefore, I am pleading to all individuals, organizations, and local businesses, and every Sierra Leonean and friends of Sierra Leone to make a meaningful contribution that will never go in vain. Ways to contribute will be seen at the end of this clip. I am Aisata Sisejalo, of the Health Show Partnership Program. Remember, your health is your wealth.